Hello everyone and welcome back. Now in today's video, we are going to learn about mathematical operators. So let's get started. So let's say you want to add two numbers. Well, then you can use the plus sign. So let's say we want to print 2 plus 5, and that would give you 7. Now we can also add negative numbers as well as float numbers. So we could say print -2 plus 5.5, which would give you 3.5. Now, if you want to subtract two numbers, then you can use the minus sign. So I could say print 8 minus 2, which would give me 6. And I could also do print 5 minus 9.5, which would give me -4.5. Now, if you want to multiply two numbers, then you can use the asterisk symbol. So I could say print 2 times 5, which would give me 10. And I could also do print 3.5 times 7.5, which would give me 26.25. Now, if you want to divide two numbers, then you can use the division symbol. So I could say print 8 divided by 2, which would give me 4. And I could also say print 1 divided by 5, which would give me 0.2. Now, let's say you want to raise a number to a certain power. Well, then we can use two asterisk symbols, which are basically exponents. So I could say print 2 asterisk asterisk, or raised to the power of 5, which gives me 32. And I could also say print 3 raised to the power of, let's say 3, which would give me 27. Next up, we have modulo. So modulo basically returns the remainder. So I could say print 7 modulo 3. And that returns 1. And that's because 3 goes into 7 two times, and there's 1 left over, right? I could also say print 8 modulo 7. And that also gives me 1. And that's because 7 goes into 8 once, and then returns a remainder of 1, because 8 minus 7 is 1. Now, finally, we have floor division, and that basically chops off the decimal points. So I could say print 8, and then the floor division symbol, and let's do 3. And that would return a whole number because it chops off the decimal points. I could also say print 9, floor division symbol, and I could do 5. And that would return 1 because it chops off all the decimals. Now note that this does not round, it just chops off the decimal points. So that's basically all the common operators that you're going to use. Now make sure that you remember that these mathematical operators follow PEMDAS, and that means they're basically going to run all the numbers that are inside parentheses first, then they're going to move on to exponents, then multiplication, then division, and then addition and subtraction. So for example, let's say I want to print 2 plus 5 and times that by 3. Now this would return 17, but you might be wondering why it's not returning 2 plus 5, which is 7, times 3, which is 21. And that's because this follows PEMDAS. It's running 5 times 3, and then adding that to 2, which is 17. Now, in order to solve this, you would need to add parentheses between 2 and 5. So now it's going to return 2 and 5 first, and then multiply that by 3, which gives us 21. So that pretty much sums it up for this video. Again, we learned 7 basic mathematical operators, which are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, exponents, modulo, and floor division. And remember, mathematical operators in Python follow PEMDAS.